call the meeting to order.
Jenkins?
Here.
Harden?
Yes.
Hahn?
Yes.
McKinley?
Yes.
Pearl?
Yes.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There being no other preliminary matters, we move to section 1, the consent agenda.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Second.
And call.
Jenkins?
Yes.
Harden?
Yes.
Hahn?
Yes.
McKinley?
Yes.
Pearl?
Yes.
Motion carries.
There being no unfinished business or new business, we move on to section 4, other items, the city manager's report.
Bring you gentlemen up to speed on some things in the last 2 weeks. We did have a supervisors meeting that was already scheduled to go over some budget items and stuff. Supervisors will be here this Saturday, so if you have questions of them about what some of their thoughts are, there again, they'll be here for that meeting. The water pipes up at Weedman Park and the concession stand have broken. They did go up there and try to get the place ready for the girls softball, which starts this Wednesday. And so we've got Mike Inger going to go up tomorrow morning and see if he can't get that put back together. So I guess there's several different areas where the pipes broke.
What do we do to winterize that?
They try to blow air out and blow air back towards the meter pit, Willard, but evidently this year just wasn't successful. So Mike's going to put some hookups to where they can kind of isolate it and make it a little bit easier to do it. So I'd said back several months ago that I had contacted Spear over in Indiana. I don't know if you remember that or not. They finally showed up. And so we went up there and we toured the pool. There is an area in the deep well where the wall is buckled. They're not going to be able to fix it this year, so hopefully we can find a local contractor. We thought maybe Prosper might be able to get in there and cut a section of that wall out. It has, it's probably, gentlemen, come out a good 6 to 8 inches away. So if we can't get it fixed, we may not be able to either fill the pool up to the proper level or keep that large section of the pool closed. So,
What area of the pool is it in?
excuse me?
What area of the pool is it in?
Right underneath the diving board, just off to the side, maybe 2 or 3 feet. We do have the open house for the work that's been done up here with the use of the TIP funds. That's this Thursday. It's in conjunction with an after-hours event that the Chamber of Commerce holds as well. So we're inviting anybody who wants to come up and tour the place. Police officers will be up here to answer questions. You can walk around and see what we've done with the building. Wally Miller's told me that he has gotten hold of the contractor that's going to look at the cooling towers out there. He's got all the documents signed. They were supposed to be showing up within the next week or two, so we can get that taken care of. If you see that, I did receive a phone call from Ruth Stauffer, DCDC. Ruth is asking to be put on the agenda so they can make an appearance at the next council meeting. They're asking again for the $13,000 support that comes from Farmer City. I told her that resolution could be put on the agenda. It's solely up to you guys. And there's nothing that says that at the next council meeting that you have to take action then. So she's going to bring some people up and I'll speak to you folks. I did have a meeting out of Emos the other night. According to one in attendance, it was the first ever such meeting. I had all of the different factions there from the different sports here in town, baseball, football, soccer, and so we went over several different things. Some of the needs that they think that South Park and Weedman Park was a very good meeting. And we're going to meet again next month, and actually we're going to have a major cleanup out there. So hopefully I can get some of the city guys out there as well, so we can have the chipper out there because of insurance. Obviously we got to run our own equipment. we got some dump trucks out there and we can get some stuff cleaned up. So hopefully we can get that accomplished.
Shooting that for when?
It should be April 19th, I believe. And that is a Sunday, but on the 18th, they have events going on out there, so we couldn't do it on a Saturday, so we're going to do it on Sunday. And it appears from these organizations that they would have a pretty good turnout. So hopefully there again, we can get some of our equipment out there to help them. The annual cleanup day, commonly known as dumpster day. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. When they were going through budget cuts down at the county, that got cut, so we're not getting any funding from them. Maybe we could get that renewed, but so if we do it now, it would just be between us and Santa Ana Township. Or we could elect just to cut back and do it once a year. We've always done it in May, and then we'll wait and we'll do it in October. There again, it's about $3,000 when we do it. It's kind of up to you guys if you still want to do it.
Is that $3,000 each time?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that's for 5 dumpsters. We could cut back and only have 4 dumpsters, and then they'll throw it on the ground, and you'll wish you had 5. So,
Throw it on the ground anyway.
yeah. Our contractor showed up out on Richardson Street. If you haven't noticed, there's some equipment out there. The water main's out there. He's anticipating starting digging here real soon. He's got a storage lot and work trailer sitting out there. The water department, there's 3 different leaks around town. They worked on one down here on Water Street today, just outside Gamage Law Office. There's one down here on Market Street as well. And so they hope to be working on them pretty soon. That's about it.
What about the back page? This thing with the three-phase up at the fairgrounds?
There is some talk. I don't know a lot about it, but I wanted to make sure that you guys at least knew about it. That the fairgrounds is wanting to clean up a lot of their wires up there and transformers, and it's 3-phase up there. They're hoping maybe that they can get that changed, and they think that there might be a cost savings. I talked to Mark Gardner today. Mark says he doesn't honestly believe that there would be a cost savings to them if they got away from the 3-phase, but everything's preliminary. Mark and Russ got to go up and kind of look around. Then,
Well, they feel they don't need it because they told me that they don't, 3-phase was put in there when the rides came in here and they didn't have their own generators. And that's probably why the 3-phase was put in. Probably when it was put in by us. You know, the city had control over that place up there, and I would say that we more than likely footed the bill in the beginning to put that all up there. If you want to go back 60 years, 70 years, the fairgrounds to be up there. And by request, I doubt there's any, we just done that way. That's the way they seem to do things back then. So,
but Mark said that between Mark and Russ, they'd have to go up there and kind of try to get an estimate of what it would cost, because you'd be looking at some new wire. Be kind of labor intense to maybe do away with some of the transformers that's up there. They would have to test the transformers to make sure that we're not going to end up with a PCB loaded transformer. And all that is owned by them now, with that being kind of relinquished from the city. So then we would have to negotiate to see, you know, just how much work do you want the city crews to be doing up there, if any. So,
we can negotiate a lot of things with Fair Board.
but
There's
that's
one thing I want to see negotiated up there real bad.
all, you know, preliminary right now. So.
They want help, I want something back. I want those ponds back. We'll figure that out.
So that's what I have, John.
Any other questions to the city manager's report?
No. I've got one thing.
On the report though, well, no. Yeah, let me, because it's on the report, let me just quickly speak to this. And gentlemen, it's up to you, but I would recommend that the DCDC though, we welcome their report to us next week. I would recommend that that is a budgetary item, and then that it is voted on or off on the budget, and not on a special meeting. So it either makes the budget or it doesn't. So any objections there? So So they can present next week, but it will be a budgetary item. And if, on that meeting, if you could provide how much we've paid them to date for the number of years, I would appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Any non-agenda items?
Yeah, I would just like to see the Junior Kimmler race funds that we discussed last week, our last meeting, brought up to a vote next meeting. Either vote yes or no.
Could you make sure that that gets on next, that'd be the April 6th agenda? The April 6th agenda.
And the reason I want to let them know is because some of the bigger and better drivers that we're trying to attract, their schedules are probably getting already made for the year, but so we need to get it out there early.
We'll put that on the April 6th meeting. Any other non-agenda items? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Colin?
Martin?
Yes.
Klein?
Yes.
McKinley?
Yes.
Pearl?
Yes.
Chickens?
Yes.
Motion carries.